I'm Keeona, and welcome back to the Real Deal Podcast. Your fabulous hostess right here, and I am here with Drew and Daniel for the first time.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Nothing. Just hanging out.
No.
Nothing. Chilling. Just chilling.
But Daniel, this is your first time.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's actually something that I've been meaning to do. I haven't done a podcast like this before, so something I'm very excited for. So yeah.
Podcast is fun. I like
yeah.
podcasts. Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you. And today we are talking about none other than the animated movie that has taken the world by storm, or at least I think it has, the Super Mario movie, which both of us have seen, right? Or you?
I think all three of us have seen
Oh,
it.
Yep.
okay. And I don't know. I had my thoughts about seeing it just because, one, I don't like Chris Pratt. But
Yeah.
my friends bamboozled me because they were like, come on, like, if you don't like Chris Pratt, another reason to go because you'll be gaslighting him. I'm like, yeah. And then one of my friends was like, I'll pay for your ticket. I'm like,
Okay, no, that's fine then. That's a
yeah.
free movie, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll do it. And warning, we will be shooting out spoilers, so watch at your own risk. So, I will say this, the movie felt really quick, but then most of my friends was like, well, it's a children's movie, of course it's going to be quick.
It's going to have to be quick, yeah. To, like, keep the attention of, like, 5-year-olds? Yeah, it's going to have to be quick.
And the fact that it was released on a Wednesday, I'm like, that's really weird.
That felt weird to me, too. I genuinely thought it came out, like, the Friday before it did.
Yeah.
And then it was, like, dropped on a Wednesday, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess.
But I thought I was the only one that's like really noticed that because I work at a movie theater and like usually we're so used to seeing movies like being released on Fridays, but technically like they're shown on Thursday to like for early screenings or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like me and my brother after the movie were talking about how he would like to see the movie have like another 30 minutes of the movie being extended, just because like he felt that the movie was like going too fast with all the scenes and what's happening in the story, and also just because like it was really fast paced. Even though I didn't really notice it, but
it was fast paced, but I didn't like mind it. Like I was engaged the entire time, but I never felt like I didn't understand what was happening, and so I was kind of like, okay, this is fine.
That was me too. Like there were parts where I kind of zoned out because I was like it really didn't start getting interesting until like the middle half of the movie and then towards the end.
Sure, yeah.
And cause like I mean I really didn't want to go see it, but then like I was like, okay, like the more I was watching like towards like the middle of it and then it started getting more interested, especially Peach, like the woman who voiced Peach, she has a really nice voice. And I just love how they made Peach like so badass. Like I loved it.
I actually have a lot of thoughts on that specifically.
Why?
I was gonna get into it later, but I mean we're here already.
Okay.
So I don't love the way they handled Princess Peach, if I'm gonna be so real with you.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Basically, my opinion is that they made her Mary Sue. She doesn't have a single character flaw in the movie.
Okay.
And she's just like this girl boss, badass, pretty girl who can be a princess, but also can ride a motorcycle and can also fight Bowser and blah 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 blah. And that's great. Like, I think that's better than the initial characterization of Peach, which was just damsel in distress. I think that's much better than that. However, she was still one-dimensional for me.
Okay.
She was still just very flat. The other thing I didn't love about Princess Peach is like she did everything in the movie. But it's the Mario movie. Like, it would have been the exact same had Mario not been in the movie.
You think she did?
Pretty much, yeah. Everything that Mario did, she could have done, proves she did, or could have done better. Is my humble opinion. Everything that he did in the movie, she showed during that she could have done, if not the same level, she could have done better.
Okay.
And for me, I was kind of like, so then why is it the Mario movie? No, that's not a critique on Princess Peach. That's a critique on the writing of Mario specifically.
Yeah, and I will say this about Bowser, who was voiced by Jack Black.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Oh yeah.
That was the one thing that got me interested because, like, I think I'd known that Jack Black was going to voice Bowser, but I think I might have forgot it. He was excellent.
Well, and he did a fantastic job. Like, he blew everyone else out of the water.
Oh yeah, in Morning, there's one song that he sings in the movie that is annoyingly catchy. 'Cause,
Yeah, it was like the Peaches song about
he was
Peaches.
singing to Peaches.
Yeah.
And I really like the idea of like how they pursue the romantic idea between Princess Peach.
That's
and
what I was
Bowser.
gonna get.
That
I
was
never
fun.
knew
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
gonna go with like that kind of the end of the story.
You know, that's the thing that confused me about like Bowser's like somewhat affection for Peach, because playing the video games, I always thought Bowser always kidnapped Peach as far as I played some of the games. Like, was he trying to do that because he felt some sort of like despise against Mario, or was it because like he just, you know, was obsessed with her?
My understanding is, and granted, and I think this is another reason why I have the opinion I do of the Mario movie, is that I'm not a huge fan of the Mario games. Not that I don't like them. It's just I just didn't grow up
Fair
playing
enough.
them. They don't have like that much nostalgia for me. I understand the lore, and so my understanding is that he always kidnapped her because he was like pretty girl and wanted to like have a pretty girl. I guess I don't know. But no, I liked that they included that bit about him being like obsessed with her, and I thought they did it in a really fun way.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it was just confusing on my part, because I was like, okay, because I was relating it back to the video games
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
was, and then I saw it in the movie. I'm like, okay, well, and like Peach is always the one crying out for help whenever she gets kidnapped
Correct.
by Bowser. So I'm
Correct.
just like, okay, to see her like flip the switch around, I thought it was really interesting, and I liked that part. But just like the whole like Peach Bowser like romantic thing, it kind of confused me a little
Yeah.
bit. Not to say that I didn't hate it. It was just that it kind of threw me off a little bit.
I think I would have preferred that to him just like wanting to conquer Mario Land for the sake of wanting to conquer Mario Land.
Yeah.
I know that's not the actual title. That's just what I'm calling it. I don't know what the actual name of the
Yeah.
kingdom, the continent is.
Yeah. Yeah, but the song that he sung, like, I just remember sitting in the movie theater and all my friends, like, I was laughing because they were laughing, and then my friend Riley, she was like laughing like this, like she had caught the Holy Ghost or something like that. She was like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because like the song that he sung, it was like,
And the way they had like Princess Peach like pop up in certain places, like
That was fun.
that was really neat. And also like I did not find out until after watching the movie a few days ago. I think it was like I saw they released a music video by Lyrical Lemonade on YouTube
Yeah.
with Jack Black doing that. He was like wearing the costume and he had like the red wig of hair or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah.
video, and he's singing that. And then right after that, they released the animated
Yeah.
part, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
I wanted to see as
My
well.
like yeah, the friends who I went to go see it with, we have a group chat on Slack, and they posted that video in the group chat, and they were talking about it all night. Like I just kept on getting like alerts from them, and then they were like, "Why haven't you responded?" I'm like, I'm trying to get that song out of my head, like, because it was so good, but then at the same time it was a little annoying because the way he sings it, he's like, peaches, 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 peaches. I'm like, oh my god.
I think if they had done it like one more time in the movie, I would have been like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm done. But like they did like the perfect amount for it to be
I
like
know.
really, really fun.
It was great, but like,
Yeah.
it was so funny. And then, let me see. Like I said, towards the end of the movie, it was really good because the whole fight with Bowser. But what I really loved is that they put elements of the game, like, in the movie.
Yes.
Like, when it came to
Yes.
the training with Peach and Mario, like, he, like, ate the mushrooms, he got stronger. And then when they were fighting Bowser, both him and Luigi, like, when they got the star, which is basically where you get,
Yeah.
like hyped up and everything. I love those little like nuances and details put into the movie when it came to like the fight scene or just you know, training in general, like the mushrooms and the stars and the question block boxes. Like I love that element of it.
I think they did it. You know, that was something I was worried about with that and the D&D movie. Is like they hit a really good balance with it, where it's like they referenced certain things in the games, but like never went over the top.
Yeah.
I didn't think with it. Like the whole like training sequence of Peach being like, "This is a mushroom. If you eat it, you get powers."
And he doesn't like mushrooms.
Well, and he doesn't like mushrooms. A, but B, I was like, okay, like that. I was like, how else are you gonna like explain that really like in this format? But like even like the Mario Kart, like in like Rainbow Road, like they never like came out explicitly and were like, "This is
My
Rainbow
favorite
Road.
course."
Look where we are." Like they never did that. They were just like, "Oh, we just happen to be on a racetrack, and now we're on on Rainbow Road."
My
and then-
favorite course on Mario Kart, by the way.
Your favorite?
Yeah, because it gives you kind of like a challenge because, you know, you're kind of shifting left and right whenever you're trying to drive, and then like the possibility of you falling, but I kind of like that.
I understand that. I'm not good enough at Mario Kart to want to do that.
I thought what did you guys think of the what was it called? The Rainbow Road scene?
Yeah.
Like that was really
Yeah.
great. Like
I
the
thought it was
visuals
fun.
were
loved
amazing.
It was
it.
really fun.
And the race was like really engaging.
I was
Like you got so pulled in.
It
especially
was, but I was like, man, this is a little too intense for a kids movie. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I liked it because there was like 3 or 4 different like people we were following throughout. Like Peach was off on her own, and Mario was off on his own, and Kong was wherever he was, and then they were kind of mixing around as the scene was going on, which I thought that was a really engaging way to do that. Because I think if it was just we were just following one, I would have done it.
The way before that scene though, the way they incorporated the sound effects, like when you choose the I think when they were choosing their carts, the way that they had like the different things like go through the sound. I was surprised they actually like kept that in there because I was like, that's such like a key component of like the old games that they used to have that I wanted to see in the new movie.
I liked that. It was fun to see like all the characters like building their own carts and whatever. Like that was really fun to see. Yeah, that was I liked the element of including like Mario Kart and everything. I thought
Yeah.
they did it really well.
because what would be Mario without Mario Kart?
Right.
At least in my
Just
opinion.
Mario, just Mario.
And Luigi.
Did you guys think that Seth Rogen? I feel like it's not talked as much as the other characters because I really don't like kind of pivot my focus more towards a lot of Donkey Kong. Did you guys think that? Like, how did you guys think Seth Rogen played his
He
part
played
in
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
yeah. You didn't.
I was surprised too. I forgot.
Okay, here's the thing. I got Jack Black and Seth Rogen confused.
Oh
'cause
no,
I
that's
was
fair.
like-
That's fair.
Because they kind of sound similar in my opinion, but like,
They also feel like the same like niche in Hollywood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
but yeah, I did not know that. He was funny. Like,
Seth Rogen was good. He very much sounded like Seth Rogen. Like when he came on, like I forgot that he was in the movie, and then when Donkey Kong like spoke, I was like, that's Seth Rogen.
like
That
I
is Seth
said,
Rogen.
like I said, I couldn't notice because they just sound so distinctly
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
So,
Um,
and Keegan Michael Key, who played Toad, I think.
yeah, that was wild.
He
to
was
me.
so cute.
Yeah.
And I love Keegan Michael Key more than the next person does. So I love that he was adorable. He was like, Mario is my best friend. So when they just met 5 minutes ago. Like,
Was pertaining to that one scene where like Donkey Kong and Mario fought,
ooh, that was
and
a
that
good
whole
one.
Coliseum thing with the Donkey Kong rap, whatever they call it, was like in that scene. I can't remember if that was like an original part of the games or if that was a new thing because I didn't really find much time in noticing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was kind of short, like in a short part.
Yeah.
Is that what like the chant they were doing in the stadium? that you were talking
Yeah,
about?
he was like rapping. Yeah.
I never really played Donkey Kong, so I don't know. It would be fun if it was part of the games. I would hope it was, but
Yeah.
I have no clue.
And the only thing that I wish they would have did with the movie is they put not really important characters in the movie just to like make it feel like more of like the Mario world. Like I'm only saying that because my favorite character who I play with all the time whenever I play Mario is Yoshi. I love Yoshi. They showed like a little bit of Yoshi, but it was pink. I just wish they would have showed the original thing. So.
Did you see the after credit scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you see it?
Yeah.
After credits? Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Because I
They're
was like,
teasing,
There
are
was
they
a lot
teasing
of-
like a second movie? Is that what they're teasing?
Yeah,
That's what I was
They're
gonna
doing-
get into.
They should be doing a second one. I know a lot of people wanted it to be something other than Yoshi. It was like, oh yeah, can we get this character or like this other character rather than just Yoshi? But
yeah. And that's what I was going to get into because I was on Instagram today and there are talks about a sequel, but people are wanting Wario to be in the next movie, and guess who they want to have voice as Wario?
Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Jack Black wants Pedro Pascal to play Wario.
Why?
Wario.
Why?
Yeah, that was my thing. I was like, why? But now
I mean, who
I'm not
knows?
opposed to that.
He can pull
idea.
it off, maybe.
I think he probably could, but like Wario feels like more of like Jack Black role to me than Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with like how Pedro Pascal.
I really think the only reason that got brought up is because like Pedro Pascal is like really popular right
Yeah,
now.
that's
And I think that's the only reason that's even a
Yeah, that's what I thought
consideration.
because I'm like, okay, like everybody thinks Pedro Pascal is like, like he's hot at the moment and everything.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, how could he be Wario? But I'm like, I feel like he could make it work. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that idea, but
I could maybe see him as like Waluigi, not Wario.
Oh, Waluigi.
Waluigi.
I always get the names mixed up. I thought it was Waluigi.
Waluigi.
No, yeah, and another thing that I think that I really found skeptical whether that was true or false, or that is true or false, was like I saw different Instagram and like Twitter posts and something on TikTok about like a timeline of different movies they're gonna do after, like following this movie, like Luigi's Mansion and some other movies as well. But I don't know.
That was fun because they had a little hint of that in the movie when he was in. I don't remember the actual name of the place, but like he was like when Luigi like first got transported from real world to
The Dark.
the Dark Land or what? The
Yeah,
Dark
the
Lands.
Dark
Dark
Land,
Lands.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. When he first got transported there, he was like in the mansion, and so I was like, oh, that's cool. But so they're gonna do a full mansion movie? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like it's kind of like similar to the way that it looked like. It was kind of similar to what James Gunn has for his like the DC timeline, like an actual like diagram of a timeline, and then it has like different movie titles for following the Super Mario movies. Like one of them was the Luigi's Mansion, and some other movie I can't remember, a few others, but.
So they want like a Mario like cinematic universe essentially.
I think so. Yeah, like that's what a lot of the audience.
The
wants to see.
MCU, the Mario Cinematic Universe.
Imagine getting those two mixed up, and then like who's to say that Marvel will be as successful as it used to be like 10 years.
By
from
the
now.
time 5 different Mario movies come out, yeah.
Exactly.
You know what's also interesting? I also found it interesting that over, I think 60 or 70% of the audience who watched the Super Mario Brothers movie was ages 18 to 24.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I'm not. I wish I was shocked by that. I'm not.
I kind of am. Like I am, and I'm not, because I'm like, not a lot of kids these days know a lot about Mario, so I really wouldn't be surprised. But then at the same time, like,
I mean, they're still putting out games.
yeah.
I just feel like it's not as popular now as it was back
No,
then.
definitely.
Yeah,
So they're just
definitely.
not like more into it or.
See, yeah,
like,
that's
they're
why I'm
just-
saying that I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
So,
Even then, like a lot of the movie to me felt geared towards like that age group, like the 18-24, as opposed to children.
I don't know,
Like I mean, there was how many 80s songs in there?
80 songs?
Like songs from the 80s.
Like a 3, maybe?
It was like a decent amount.
Yeah.
It was like if it were geared towards children, it would not be like every other.
Fair enough,
It
fair
would
enough.
not be like a repetitive amount.
Oh
of
my
80s
gosh,
songs.
I think there was like a whole debate about like a lot of the people who watched the movie and thought it was great and stuff. They had like opinions about how they should have changed the song choices.
No,
Like
it was
for
kind of insane actually.
Yeah.
That was my other critique with the movie. Is like there were so many songs from the 80s. That
I thought
just
it was
did-
great. I thought they matched the scenes and like.
I thought they matched them fine, but like I think that the score they had written like for the movie was pretty good, and I feel like they could have just written other music. I didn't love how like there was the one scene where when they first got to like the Kong Island and like Take On Me starts playing while they're just driving through the
Oh, yeah.
and like it was fun to watch, I guess, but I didn't love it. I was kind of like it took me out of the movie a little bit, like that song choice in particular.
I don't know whether or not they were playing a song on Rainbow Road, but I just don't remember it. But like, or at the beginning of the movie where Mario and Luigi did their little commercial, and
Yeah.
man, if I could remember that song, I could. But like you said, there were a lot of good '80s movies, '80s songs.
There were, and like in the training montage, like Holding Out for a Hero came on,
Yes.
and that still took me out of it because I was like, this song belongs to Shrek 2. Sorry, you can't have you can't have this one.
Well, if it's sung by Jennifer Saunders, then that's different.
Yeah, but like the moment like the opening like instrumental came on, I was like, this isn't yours. This isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they are off topic, but they are making a Shrek 5, which I'm not happy about.
You're not happy about that?
I mean, like Kat said, like I'd rather you just stop, and
That's
like
fair. That's fair.
And on top of that, would the original cast members be up for that? I know Eddie Murphy would be up for that, but when it comes to Cameron Diaz and Mike Myers, because if they're not going to be in it, then I'm not going to go see it. But I don't know, like, because I didn't like Shrek 4. I didn't like that.
Was that the one with Rumpelstiltskin?
I think so.
I don't remember that one.
But that
Anyways.
that was off topic.
They're bringing a lot of these like animated movies and just
Sure.
making live action remakes. I don't know particularly why, but it kind of feels like you know,
The
with
entertainment
some,
industry's lazy.
yeah, and
It's
it feels
lazy.
like with some movies it's kind of unnecessary because you know they should stop. Like I think another movie, I don't know if it's true, maybe Toy Story.
Yeah, they're making a Toy Story 5.
Yeah,
A Toy
and
Story
then-
5? They should have ended after 3.
Exactly.
They should have stopped after 3.
Like here, I always say this: there's some things that should be remade and keep going. Some things like they shouldn't just be touched anymore. Like I love Toy Story more than the next person, but then like, how like let Andy be a grown up.
All right, guys.
We're out of time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Man, time went by so fast. Like.
No, he was like.
Because I was about to get into one more thing, but that's okay. But thank you both for joining me.
Yeah,
today.
of course, yeah.
And for getting off
course.
topic a little bit.
No
But
worries.
thank you guys so much for watching. And go check out the new Mario movie. It's great. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
See ya.